We are all going to die. All of us watch a circus that alone should make us love each other, but it doesn't. We are terrorized and flattened by trivialities. We are eaten up by nothing. The fish soul is rare, but you know it when you see it, basically because you feel good, very good, when you are near or with them. An intellectual says a simple thing in a hard way, an artist says a hard thing in a simple way. The difference between a democracy and a dictatorship is that in a democracy you vote first and take order later. In a dictatorship you don't have to waste your time voting. If you are losing your soul and you know it, then you have still got a soul left to lose. I can relax with bums because I am a bum. I don't like law, morals, religions, rules. I don't like to be shaped by society. I do not like the human race. I don't like the hands. I don't like the face. I don't like their feet. I don't like their conversation. I don't like their headers. I don't like their automobiles. Genius might be the ability to say profound things in a simple way. Some people never go crazy. What truly horrible lives they must live. The male, for all his bravado and exploration, is the royal one, the one who generally feels love. The female is skilled at betrayal and torture and domination. If you want to know who your friends, you get yourself a jail sentence. Censorship is the tool of those who have the need to hide actualities from themselves and from others. Their fear is only their inability to face what is real, and I can't wage any anger against them. I only feel this appealing sadness. Somewhere in their upbringing they were shielded against the total facts of our existence. You being saving the world by saving one man at a time, or else is grandiose domesticism or politics. I don't like jail. They got the wrong kind of bars in there. Almost everybody is born a genius and bred an idiot. My days, my years, my life has seen up and downs, light and darknesses. If I wrote only and continually of the light and never mentioned the other, then as an artist I would be a liar. There are women who can make you feel more with their bodies and their soul, but these are the exact women who will turn the knife into you right in front of the crowd. Of course, I expect this, but the knife still cuts. Even though I write about the human race, the further away from them, the better I feel. 2 miles is great, 2,000 miles is beautiful. We are here to laugh at the odds and live our lives so well that death will tremble to take us. The more cats you have, the longer you live. If you have 100 cats, you will live 10 times longer than if you have 10. Someday this will be discovered and people will have 1,000 cats and live forever. It's truly ridiculous. I don't like the clean-shaved body with the necktie and the gob job. Unlike desperate men with broken teeth and broken mind and broken way, they interest me. They are full of surprise and explosions. Humility you never had it to begin with. Bad taste creates many more millionaires than good taste. I would be married, but I did have no wife. I would be married to a single life. I kept writing not because I felt I was so good, but because I felt they were so bad, including Sheikh Cassettes, all those the stills for Muslim like chewing cardboard. We are here to unlearn the teaching of the current stage and our education system. The thing that I fear discrimination against is humor and truth. I have no definite talent or trait, and how I stay alive is largely a matter of magic. My love is a hummingbird sitting the quiet movement of the bird as the same cat crouches. A cat is only itself representative of the strong focus of life that won't let go. Having a bunch of cats around is good. If you are feeling bad, you just look at the cats. You will feel better because they know that everything is just as it is. There is nothing to get excited about. They just know they are savage. Never envy a man is lazy. Behind it all lays a living hell. There will always be something to run our lives. It all depends on what or which find us first. We are always ripe and ready to be taken. John of us had style, Jesus had style. Not to have entirely wasted one's life seems to be a worthy accomplishment, if only for myself. Show me a man who lives alone and has a perpetually clean kitchen, and 8 times of 9 I will show you a man with detestable spiritual quality. I used to live on 1 candy bar a day. It cost a nickel. I always remembered the candy bar was called Panjay. That was my Panjay, and that candy bar tasted so good. At night I would take 1 bite and it was so beautiful. Writing is judge and harsh. I want it to remain that way. I don't want it smoothed out. Poets are young simply because they have not been caught up. Show me an old poet and I will show you more often than not either a madman or a master. It's when you begin to lie to yourself in a poem in order simple to make a poem that you fail. That is why I should not rework poems. We have wasted history like a bunch of drunks shooting dice back in the man's scraper of the local bar. When everything works best, it's not because you choose writing but because writing chooses you. It's when you're mad with it. It's when it suffered in your ear. When nostrils under your fingernails. It's when there's no hope but that. I only type every 3rd night. I have no plan. My mind is a blank. I sit down. The typewriter gives me things I don't even know I am working on. It's a free lunch, a free dinner. I don't know how long it is going to continue, but so far there is nothing easier than writing. If I write badly about blanks, homosexuals and women, it is because of this who I met were that there are many bad dogs, bad consorship, there are even bad white males. Only when you write about bad white males, they don't complain about it, and need I say that there are good blanks, good homosexuals and good women. Early on when I was quite young and going from job to job, I was foolish enough to speak to my fellow workers. The boss can come in here at any moment and lay all of us off. They like that, don't have you realized that? They would just look at me. I was pushing something that they didn't want to enter their minds. To do a dull thing with style, now that's what I call art. What my character is, or how many jails I will long in, or words, or worlds, or vessels, how many longly hard poetry reading I have jogged there, is beside the point. A man's soul of lack of each will evident with what he can carve upon a white sheet of paper. Writers have to put up with this editor thing. It is edgeless and internal and wrong. I don't write so much now. I am getting on 33, pot belly and gaping dementia. When I write, when I am going hot, I don't wish to write more than 4 hours in a row. After that, you are pushing it. It's possible to love a human being if you don't know them too well. It's when you begin to lie to yourself in a poem in order to simply make a poem that you fail. Generally, a writer of prose is anywhere from 20 years to 200 years ahead of his generation. When I say that basically writing is a hard hustle, I don't mean that it is a bad life if one can get away with. It's the miracle of miracles to make a living by the chipper. The female loves to play man against man, and if she is in a position to do it, there is not one who will resist. Shakespeare did not work at all for me. Somebody once asked me what my theory of life was, and I said, don't try. That fits the writing too. I don't try, I just type. Sometime I have called writing a desire. If so, I am glad what I caught me. I am a dangerous man when turned loose with a typewriter. Much publishing is done through politics, friends, and natural stupidity. In my work as a writer, I only photograph in words what I see. Between the ages of 15 and 24, I must have read a whole library. Those who have been writing literature have not been writing life. You can do without a woman but not a typewriter. Love is alright for those who can handle the sidekick or load. It's like trying to carry a full garbage can on your back over a rushing river of passes. I have not worked out my poems with a careful will, failing rather on haphazard and blinding formulation of wordage, a more flowing concept in a hope for a more new and lively path. I do personalize at times, but this only for the grace and elan of the dance.